Your child snatches or hits from their sibling. Do you force them to say sorry? What do you do to make sure they learn not to do that same behavior again? I want to talk to you about why saying sorry actually doesn't work the best for young children and what to do instead that will actually help them learn. So we've all been there, right? Our child hits or hurts a sibling or a friend. We're standing over them going, I need to make this right. This is either so awful that my child did this or so embarrassing. And people are watching. So we're saying, say sorry to your friend. Our child digs their heels in. They are not going to say sorry. And we can wind up in an even bigger battle around whether or not they say sorry. Or they say sorry, but we don't get the sense they mean it. They're like, sorry. Or worse. They say it, but the behavior repeats and repeats and repeats. So herein comes the evidence. Teaching your kids to say sorry, especially in the heat of the moment, will not teach them anything different about what to do differently, and it won't teach them the underlying skills we want of compassion and empathy that we're trying to build in our kids. But I do have something that actually will work and is less likely to lead to the resistance that you get when you're forcing a sorry. Now, an old school method around apologies would say you must force kids to apologize. I reckon we've ditched that these days. A really far left modern method might be never ever force kids to apologize, and they can do this in their own time, in their own way, and we wait for them to be ready. I don't know about this either. So I want to give you something in the middle that is backed by evidence. So while kids being forced to say sorry does not teach compassion or empathy, teaching kids to check on someone is something that does. So when we learn to spot the facial cues that someone's upset, whether or not we did it, and we say, hey, are you okay? This is the beginning of consent, right? This is the beginning of reading important social and emotional cues that will guide your child for life. But also, it doesn't trigger that shame response of say sorry. So what we can do is we come over and we go, okay, something's gone wrong, you've hit your sibling. They're now crying. We want to check on them. Do you want to check on them? Should I check on them? If your child can't do the checking on straight away, if they're particularly stuck in their ways or resistant, and this is a new idea, you might model this at first for them. Like, I'm going to check on him because he's crying. I'm going to check if he's okay. Are you okay? Do you need a cuddle? And you kind of build this into your family narrative. So when your kids are upset by you, you say, oh, are you okay? You don't look very happy about what I said. It doesn't mean you're changing what you do, but we're checking on people. If kids are jumping on the trampoline and someone falls off, before we continue jumping and playing, we're going to check. Hey, are you okay? Looks like that hurt. And equally, if we push that person off the trampoline, we're going to stop the game. We're going to check on them and say, are you okay? Checking if we're okay builds that compassion, builds that empathy, builds the skills that we want long term, and it kind of supervise long enough with your kids. What happens is they will learn to do it for themselves. So you will hear them fighting, you'll hear someone get upset, and you'll hear one of your kids say, oh, are you okay? This is the beginning of kids managing sibling conflicts on their own as well, which is a massive bonus. In time, you're going to find something really amazing. The sorry comes. With my kids, we started with checking on each other, and now they say the words, I'm sorry, are you okay? Are you okay has so much more meaning than a sorry without it. So give it a go, let me know.